Welcome to another Compassion Works for All kids video. And I'm in a bookstore looking for a present for my great-granddaughter. And although she's a little young, there are wonderful books here. And I hope that all of you enjoy reading books. Of course, learning to read gives us an opportunity to learn everything we want to learn about, because when we read well, then we can go to the library or go on the computer or go to a bookstore like this one and pick out books that look interesting and give us some new information. So learning to read well is a super highway to collecting information that you can use for the rest of your life. This bookstore has stories about Buddhism and other religions and meditation and stories that just help our lives be a little easier and better. Some of these stories give us a lot of information that we don't get in school, like this one for children called Where is Tibet? And of course, Tibet is way over near China, and it tells about Tibetan children and their lives. A lot of great spiritual teachers leave their life stories written down and maybe even illustrated so that people can learn from the good things and maybe the mistaken things that they do in their life. And then while we are following our own path to becoming ourselves and finding our spirituality, then we can learn lessons from great teachers. Sometimes the teachers, like Shakyamuni Buddha or Jesus, have had other people write stories about them, and we learn a lot from those stories too. Now, on our Compassion Works for All website, that's compassionworksforall.com, you might have already found that there's a story there called A Story of Friends. And if you go to A Story of Friends, you can read that story, or you can listen to the videos and have it read to you. On A Story of Friends, we are following a story about some little imaginary eggs named Precious Egg and all of her friends and her twin brothers. One friend named Scrambled Egg, and another friend that has had who has had a great accident. And then we learn about Good Egg and Bad Egg, her twin brothers. And they all take a journey together to visit a great teacher named Rainbow, who will answer their questions for them. You might enjoy reading that story with your family, because it brings up some times in the story that are hard, like when her brother Bad Egg pushed her down the hill. And of course, if you're a fragile egg and you get pushed down the hill, then your shell is likely to crack and you're in big trouble. So in this part of the story, Bad Egg felt very, very guilty that he had been so mean and pushed his sister. It may be, if you are like most kids, that you've done some things that later you felt bad about, or you didn't want anybody to find out, or you were afraid you would get scolded. And in your family, because every family is different, it may have led to some arguing or scolding. When we read about what happens to others in situations like those that we have, we always get to learn a little bit. We get to learn a little more compassion and understanding for ourselves and why we do what we do, whether it's good or bad. We get to learn new ways to deal with challenging situations. And there are always difficult people in everyone's life. And sometimes there are people that you can't get away from very easily, like a brother in your own family, which was Precious's problem. Even though she loved him, he created a lot of stress for her. We all have problems. We all have difficult times. We all have challenges. We all have things that we wish could be different. But our life is what we have. And we have to find a way to learn to see our life in a big picture, to see ourselves as somebody who sometimes makes mistakes and gets corrected or gets scolded and learns to love better and know ourselves better so we can choose different things to do in difficult times. I hope you will read A Story of Friends on our website. I hope you will use your smart brain and your good reading skills to find books that teach you and encourage you to be all that you are and to live your life in the very best possible ways so you'll be happy and help others. Books are a pathway to knowing ourselves, knowing others, and knowing the world, and living a better life. So enjoy your reading and enjoy A Story of Friends. Thank you for watching our Compassion Works for All videos. We'll see you again soon.